Ashur, good to have you on the show. Now, I believe the last time Morocco hosted peace talks was back in 2015. It was then that the UN recognized government for Libya was actually created. The meeting held on Sunday. Again, some analysts are calling it historic in some ways. What are some of the positives to come out and some things that you would have liked to seen be addressed?
Well, I think the talks are okay, the meetings are okay, but the substance, what is the substance? That's the point. I think considering the lower level of this meeting in Morocco indicates that each side wants to just keep things going, churning on, that there is something happening. But it seems to be very little happening. On the other hand, the head of the government, the head of the Tripoli government is in Istanbul talking to Mr. Erdogan, and Haftar, there is no sign of him. Aguila also, there is no sign of him. So we're just waiting for something to happen after these talks and after the talks in Geneva later on.
Okay, these lower level discussions, as you put it in Morocco, are sort of a prelude to the major meeting in Switzerland. I believe they're in Montreux, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's happening today, later today, and on Tuesday. That is hoped to bring the leaders of both sides. I mean, since the beginning of the year, the two leaders did not meet in Moscow. They refused to meet in Berlin. You say that Haftar is nowhere to be seen, but could they come together in Switzerland? And if they do, what would it mean for some sort of progress?
Yes, like you say, it's talks about talks. Let us talk, let us, and then agree what sort of agendas we're going to have, and so on and so forth. So unless we see what is the outcome of these meetings, it's difficult to predict what they are about. If they are about bringing the heads of governments for both sides, or the heads of the councils and the parliament from both sides, then that will be okay. There will be talks of higher level, talking about making use of the agreement that was agreed on stopping the fighting and so on. It's a slow progress, but it is significant progress if it can go on. In Tobruk, for instance, where the parliament is, for the first time we have seen demonstrations and agitations from the street of Tobruk. And this is very, very serious for Mr. Aguila. And they actually voiced some criticism of Mr. Aguila and his parliament. So what is happening exactly in Tobruk is again very important. As far as Haftar is concerned, he's being now the target of some people in the United States in litigation cases, and they are really, I think, working very, very hard, and they're getting moving forward to bring him to justice about certain crimes he has committed or allegedly committed in Libya.
All right, so all eyes on Tobruk, Tripoli, Rabat, and then obviously the high-level meetings in Switzerland. Ashur, thank you very much for joining us. I do appreciate your analysis.